guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dennisa. I hope everyone has been having an amazing day so far. We're not going to look at my outfit or my hair because it's not having the best day. Oh my gosh, I've seen better days. Anyway, today we have an exciting reading vlog. As you might have guessed from the title, we're going to be reading the Inheritance Game series. I am so excited to read this series. It is so popular on Book Talk. I read the first book earlier this year and I really enjoyed it, and it left on a cliffhanger. I originally borrowed it from my school library. It left on a cliffhanger. I was like, I need to find out the series. I really am enjoying it. The first book. So I bought the other 4 books. This whole entire series we're going to be reading in the matter of, we have like 9 days to complete this series, to finish this series. I'm thinking of finishing the first book today. As I said, I already read it, so I did read like these days. Like, I got to page 129. I read most of it this morning. Well, some of it this morning, but I haven't really read this past few days. So I got to page 129. I'm kind of proud of that. No, I'm very ashamed of myself because I had more. I had 2 days to get at least halfway, and I didn't even get halfway. Anyway, if you don't know what the series is about.
Hi, it's Editing Dennisa, and I decided to give the microphone to me right now because I am a better explainer than past Dennisa. So, the book is about Avery Kylie Grams, and she's a teenager. She's in high school. She's not living her wealthiest life. She actually is pretty poor. So, she randomly gets called, and this apparently the richest man in Texas, one of the richest men in America, in their story, dies, and he said that he needs to have Avery at his funeral. And she's never heard of this man in her entire life. She's never seen him, never met him, never nothing. So she's confused as of why she was invited. Anyway, she gets there, and apparently he leaves. So he gives a bit of money to some of his staff and employees, and some to his grandsons. But she gets the rest of the fortune. And which she finds weird because his grandsons have accomplished so much more in their lives and she has done nothing, and she has never met him, never anything. So now she meets the grandsons. They're trying to figure out why she was chosen, and also their grandfather, the richest man in Texas, he also really liked playing these riddles and games with his grandson. So she's cool, I wouldn't say collaborating, but she's working with the grandsons to try and find clues or things as of why she was chosen. And this kind of takes place across the whole entire series. Yay! Yay. So that's kind of what it's about. Back to past Dennisa.
I'm kind of looking like a rough mess. We're gonna ignore that though. Okay. I do look like a rough mess, but I've just been laying on my bed. I'm also drinking my water, and I really need to pee right now, so I don't think this is gonna work. I don't know why I just sat down to film if I really need to pee, but I came in to update you guys that I finished the Inheritance games. I'm not gonna rate it because I obviously rated it before 4.5. Just the Inheritance games, just so you know, is like such an easy, quick read. If some people I've heard say that they got very bored throughout the whole entire series, like they DNF'd the second book, they're just like, I didn't really feel like it, like it's just not my cup of tea. And I am a bit nervous because they said that. But honestly, I think this book series I like, and if you're not, like, obviously if you're an adult, you're not going to enjoy it as much because you're not a young adult, because you're not a teenager. But if you're a teenager, you'll probably enjoy it more. But it's like, I feel like I've heard so many mixed reviews about the Inheritance games, but honestly, just borrow it from your local library, off of Libby, from your local library. If your friend has the book, just borrow it, try it out, and see if you like it. Because if you do, it could be a whole entire game changer. It could be a game changer. And I really enjoyed it, so I'm happy I did not sleep on it. I really did enjoy this book, and obviously it was a reread, so I didn't have as many strong feelings as the first time I read this. But it was good. It was good. It's really nice to have a little refresher. I got to see some of my favorite scenes. One of my favorite scenes ever from this book is the scene where they're at a charity event. That's all I'm going to say. If you know, you know. Hey guys. So today is when did I start this vlog? I have no clue what day it is. I'll probably just pop it up on the screen, like pop what number of day. But just so you know, I was planning on finishing this, and it's the third day of me reading this book. Anyway, I finished the Hawthorne Legacy. I was gonna give you guys an update when I was like halfway through, but then I was like, you know what, whatever. You know what I realized? I've always seen these in videos, and I can't comprehend the fact that I'm holding this book. Like, the fact that I actually own the book. It just feels weird. I don't know. I don't know if that happens to anyone else, but I think I'm gonna rate this a 4.25. I might put it at 4.5. The stakes in this were pretty high. I was not that bored. You know what I realized? Because when you're reading a series and you're like actually connected to the characters and you're just like in your own little world, it's just like when you think, wait, there's like books outside of this. There's like, not every single book is a series. There's standalones. And it's like, just like when it's a series, it's kind of just like cozier because it's like you know everyone, you're connected to all the characters, you know the world, and you don't spend as much time focusing on that. So that's why I'm happy, because like this book is more of like trying to get into it. More getting into it. There was so many things that just like, wow. And it will literally, quite literally, keep you guessing until the last page. Sometimes, I don't know if other people do this, but if I'm like that fed up with a book, or just like I'm like a few, like 20, maybe 10, 20 or so pages from finishing, I will mark it finished on my Goodreads, rate it, even though I didn't even finish it yet. But I feel like I know what I'm going to rate it. But with this book, like, you cannot, because the last pages is kind of like what's the core of the book. Well, not really, but like the last pages are what matters too. So I really did enjoy this at 4.25. The ending was just like amazing. The last chapter was, I was like, wow, there's so much like character development, and I'm just like really happy. As for romance, I feel like there was a little bit more, but not that much. I feel like there's an equal amount, because over here it says mystery, riches, romance, and betrayal, and that really was like what got me going, because like I was trying to get, I don't know why, I just really wanted a romance to be played here in the book, but obviously it did not happen because it's a mystery book. But there was a little bit. I haven't read a romance in a long time. Anyway, 4.25. We're on to the third book. This is definitely my favorite cover out of all of them. So like it says over here, I was just reading the back just to know what it was about, and apparently this like time passed, and like she's finally, because like the will was in probation or something, and the will was like the will was trying to get, they were waiting for them to finally, like, the will to be done, whatever, with like documents and stuff, for them to finally be able to claim everything. So like for her to claim the house and like all the money and like all the businesses and all that, and for the inheritance to get all their money back, because like obviously Jameson, Grayson, Xander, they were left money, but not a lot. So yeah. So they're waiting for that to happen, and they were waiting for that to happen in the first and second book, and now I'm pretty sure now it's finally, they finally get the will and all their things. So that's gonna be exciting a bit, because she's gonna be officially the richest teenager in the world, which is an amazing title. Just like being like, yeah, guys, I'm 17 and I have $46.2 billion sitting in my bank account. And I have businesses. I have an NFL team. I have hotels. I have a charity that I found a charity. I have this. I have that. I have a humongous house. Beat that guy. That's like the biggest flex, kind of. Anyway, I'm ready. I'm gonna go read this. Updates and a girly pop. Are we just like better than ever? I am on page 208 of this book. I'm this much in. Anyway, so far I'm a little bored, but I'm trying to hype myself up. I know it's gonna get better. I know for a fact it's gonna get better. I just don't know what's gonna go on in the next book. Like, if we get to the bottom of this in this book, what is gonna go on in the last book? And in the 4th book. And I think they might be coming out with a 5th book. I just want, like, when I read a mystery thriller, especially if it's a series, I want to sleep peacefully knowing that they found a solution to their problem. They found, like, I want the series to have an end, wrapped it all in a bow, and she can finally live her life. Avery can finally live her life, like, buying stuff, being rich, being amazing and being rich. I'd much rather read about that than actually read about the mystery aspect. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm craving a good romance. And I am enjoying it, kind of, but it's hard. It's hard. I'm getting through it. I'm happy with the progress I have made today, 100 pages, and it's only like 2 o'clock. And I've spent quite a bit of time on my phone. Anyway, I'm going to try and get till page 308 today. Hello, party people. Hey. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My eye was itchy. It is Saturday and I finished the final gambit. I'm gonna rate it probably a 3.75. Just because I feel like at one point I was kind of bored, but that's also probably because I'm reading these back to back and I want a romance book right now really heavily. But I kind of did enjoy it. The ending, I was like, oh my goodness. I just know it's gonna set us up for the spin-off. I think, maybe. But it's nice to see, I think, the spin-off series, it is nice to see if you're really connected to the characters. It's mostly focused on different characters, but you'll still see what Avery's doing. So that's kind of like, but I finally finished it. Today I went to Walmart and I saw Games Untold and I kind of read what the back is about, and I'm pretty sure that 5th book goes back in time to when, I can't spoil it, but it goes back in time and it's not Avery, but it's someone else. And I'm actually I kind of want to read it, maybe, because it feels like something I would like, so I'm thinking of buying it. But we're finally on to the 4th book. Finally, last book. We are going strong. I was like, should I buy it and just like do a jump scare for the video and be like, hey, we're gonna read the 5th book too? No, I'm not gonna do that. I know I'm not gonna have the mental capacity to read another Inheritance Games book right now. So, we're on to the 4th book, and this one is about Jameson and Grayson. So, personally, out of all the brothers, I think I like Xander the most. Or Nash. I think we just spent too much time on Jameson and Grayson, so. Hey, shoddy bays. Hey, besties. I am here to tell you I did not. Wow, what is going on with my face? I did not film a single clip of me reading The Brothers Hawthorne because I audiobooked all of it. Most of it. I am here to tell you that I finally finished, and it is only Sunday. Therefore, I finished, so yesterday night, it was like 8 when I filmed, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna read, because after this, I was like, it was 8:30. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna read after this because I need a well-deserved YouTube break. YouTube Shorts break. But then I was like, okay. I was like, well, I have the audiobook. I might as well just start it. I started it, went till page 169. Today I went shopping. I went shopping to a few stores and I did other things and I got to a page. Guess what page? I finished it. So I'm happy that I did. Honestly, I was just trying to get through it. Honestly, I kind of regret buying this book. I regret spending my time reading it because it just feels excessive. I'm gonna rate it 3.25 because listening to the audiobook, because I listen on 2.5 times the speed, I do not understand a lot of things. So sometimes I would like not know what a single thing is going on. Therefore, have this book, I was not present in the room. So I might reread it maybe one time, sometime soon. I don't know. Maybe sometime soon, maybe never, but we'll see. Maybe. Anyway, I finished it and I'm so happy I did. It's finally off my TBR. Finally finished the Inheritance Games. Okay, I'm gonna go. Stay tuned for upcoming reading vlogs. I'm sorry that all my reading vlogs are coming late this year. But I don't have anywhere to edit. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys love this I was about to say episode. This video. And I'll see you on another video. On another corner of the internet. Oh my gosh. Bye, Pookies. I hate the word Pookie.